When disaster strikes, lives are upended in seconds, homes lost, communities shattered. In the blink of an eye, everything familiar can disappear, leaving families searching for safety and hope amid chaos and destruction. In these moments, humanitarian aid becomes a lifeline. It arrives swiftly, bringing critical support to those who need it most, often in the most dangerous and unpredictable conditions. It's a promise. You are not alone. Aid workers stand beside survivors, offering reassurance and a sense of community when hope feels lost. Humanitarian aid is about saving lives, easing suffering, and protecting dignity, without political motives. It is guided by compassion, neutrality, and the belief that every life matters, no matter where someone is from. It responds when communities are overwhelmed, providing the basics for survival. Emergency shelters, warm blankets, and safe spaces help families begin to recover from trauma. Emergency food keeps children alive when markets collapse. Nutritious meals are delivered to the most vulnerable, ensuring no one is left behind during times of crisis. Clean water prevents deadly outbreaks like cholera. Safe drinking water is essential for health, especially when sanitation systems break down after disasters. Shelter kits offer families safety and a first step toward normalcy. They provide protection from the elements and a place to begin rebuilding lives. Medical teams treat injuries and prevent disease, often in the harshest conditions. They bring vital care, vaccinations, and hope to those who have lost access to healthcare. These essentials, food, water, shelter, and medical care, are not luxuries. They are the foundation for recovery. Without them, survival and rebuilding would be impossible. Aid workers bring not just supplies but hope and comfort to those facing unimaginable loss. Their presence reminds survivors that the world has not forgotten them. Humanitarian aid is the first step on the long road to healing. It helps communities regain strength, rebuild, and look toward a future beyond disaster. It's humanity in action when it's needed most. Ordinary people coming together to make an extraordinary difference in the lives of others. Humanitarian response is a global team effort, not a random scramble. The United Nations, especially OCHA, leads coordination, assessing needs, planning, and keeping everyone informed. Agencies like the World Food Program deliver food, while UNICEF protects children. The International Red Cross and Red Crescent reach places others can't, providing medical care and reuniting families. Local organizations and community leaders are often the first responders, understanding needs on the ground. International groups now partner with these local heroes, combining resources and expertise. This collaboration ensures aid is effective and culturally appropriate. It's a network where global resources meet local knowledge. Together, they form the backbone of humanitarian response. Coordination empowers communities to recover and rebuild. Humanitarian aid needs more than goodwill, it needs funding. Every dollar raised is a lifeline, turning compassion into concrete action. Behind every successful relief mission, there are countless people working tirelessly to secure the resources needed to save lives. Governments like the US, Germany, and Japan contribute billions, channeled through the UN and NGOs. These funds are carefully allocated to ensure maximum impact, supporting both immediate relief and long-term recovery. Private donations from individuals and corporations add vital support and show global empathy. Grassroots campaigns and online fundraisers connect people worldwide, making it possible for anyone to help, no matter where they are. Aid groups don't wait for disaster, they stockpile supplies in global hubs, tents, food, water kits, and medicine, ready to deploy instantly. These warehouses are strategically located to reach crisis zones quickly, minimizing delays when every second counts. When crisis hits, the UN launches a flash appeal, uniting donors behind a single plan. This coordinated approach helps avoid duplication of efforts and ensures that aid reaches those who need it most as fast as possible. This prevents chaos and ensures resources go where they're needed most. Careful planning and coordination are essential to overcoming the logistical challenges of disaster response. Stockpiles and funding rely on international teamwork. Collaboration between countries and organizations is the backbone of effective humanitarian response. Agencies pool supplies and expertise, turning donations into real help. By sharing knowledge and resources, they can respond faster and more efficiently to emergencies. This system saves lives in the critical first hours after disaster. Rapid response is often the difference between hope and despair for survivors. Global cooperation transforms generosity into hope, proving that when the world comes together, we can make a real difference in the lives of those facing crisis. Delivering aid is a race against time and obstacles. Cargo planes fly supplies to the nearest safe airport, sometimes on damaged runways. Trucks then carry food, shelter, and medicine over treacherous roads, often risking safety. Inaccessible areas require creative solutions: motorcycles, boats, donkeys, even airdrops. The last mile is the hardest, reaching isolated communities cut off by disaster. Aid agencies use tracking systems to monitor supplies and work with locals to distribute fairly. Every step demands coordination, problem-solving, and courage. The goal: get the right aid to the right people, fast. This global delivery system is built for relief, not profit. It's a testament to human determination and ingenuity. Logistics turn compassion into action. Delivering aid is never easy. Challenges are constant. Destroyed roads and bridges make access tough after disasters. In conflict zones, aid can be blocked or used as a weapon. Negotiating safe passage is risky and complex. Politics can interfere, with governments restricting or redirecting aid. Corruption and mismanagement threaten to divert supplies. Aid groups fight this with strict monitoring, but risks remain. Funding is always short, forcing tough choices about who gets help. The ultimate goal is not just relief, but helping communities rebuild and become self-sufficient. Recovery is long and hard, but essential for lasting change. Without coordination, aid efforts can become chaotic and wasteful. The UN's cluster system organizes groups by specialty: health, water, shelter, food, so everyone knows their role. Agencies share information, map needs, and avoid duplication. This ensures no community is left out and resources are used wisely. Coordination turns many efforts into a unified response. Local and international groups work together, guided by a single plan. It's a symphony of support, not a jumble of projects. Good coordination means more lives saved, less waste, and faster recovery. It's the backbone of effective humanitarian action. Humanitarian aid is a story of hope and hardship, woven from countless acts of courage and compassion. In the face of disaster and displacement, it is the light that breaks through the darkness, offering a lifeline to those who need it most. It's the volunteer in a refugee camp, working tirelessly to bring comfort and dignity to families who have lost everything. It's the pilot flying into danger, braving storms and uncertainty to deliver food, medicine, and hope to remote corners of crisis. It's the donor giving what they can, believing that even a small contribution can spark change and save lives. Aid brings comfort and saves lives, showing our shared humanity in moments of crisis. It's a reminder that we are all connected, no matter where we come from. But the work is tough. Aid workers face danger, exhaustion, and heartbreak. They witness suffering up close and sometimes must make impossible choices. Funding is never enough, and solutions are rarely simple. Every day brings new challenges, and the needs often outweigh the resources. Yet, every tent raised, every vaccination given, every meal delivered is a victory against despair. These small acts add up to hope. Aid is a promise. You are not forgotten even when the world seems to have turned away. It's the first step toward recovery for families in crisis, a foundation on which they can begin to rebuild their lives. The impact is seen in stories of survival and resilience, in the smiles of children and the gratitude of parents. Humanitarian aid isn't perfect, but it's essential. It's a lifeline that keeps hope alive in the hardest times. It's a refusal to accept suffering as inevitable, and a call to action for us all to do better. In the darkest times, it's proof of what humanity can achieve together. When we choose compassion, we create hope.